Hey everybody. In this video, I want to show you guys how to use the new ZenEstimate HVAC installation profile that has come out and you use in conjunction with our ZenEstimate HVAC 2022 tools. And we'll show you guys that this particular profile is focused primarily around labor and material costs and how you're going to, what it's going to cost you and what it's going to take you to actually put this stuff in place. So it's more for installation, whereas our QTO takeoff profile is really much more for manufacturing and development of the parts. So what we're going to do here, number one, make sure that your ZenEstimate HVAC tool sets have been loaded into your Bluebeam system. Then we're going to go to Review, Profiles. Right, and we're just going to select the ZenEstimate HVAC installation profile. Just click on it and that will load up all the necessary tools that you have here on the side, and we can load in all of our markup lists and so on. So I just kind of want to take you guys through the basics of doing this. We're going to do what we've done in previous profiles. We're just going to throw in some basic rectangular duct in here. All right, so I'm going to throw in a basic 12-inch rectangular duct, and I'm just going to kind of run it from center to center, right, to where that setup is here. You see it puts the ductwork in here. But now in this particular profile, rather than focusing on the weight and the gauge and the piece sizes and so on, what we're doing here is I can go and I can switch this and say, hey, yep, this is still going to be a 12 by 12 duct. But I can get in here and I get much more involved in things like price, materials, and labor. So you see that for this piece, I can go and do things like add in an hourly crew rate. If I know that it's the crew that I have running out here to do this costs me $125 an hour. Right, to install a 12 by 12 duct, well, it's probably going to take me 2 hours. You see it's already starting to calculate all these costs downstream. If there's specific extra equipment that I have to lease or rent, maybe a cherry picker or whatever to get it up in place, that's going to cost me an extra $56. I can say, what is the material unit price? So I know that my ductwork, right, that's, $375 per linear foot. Right, you see I'm getting a base cost. Then I can add in condition adjustments. Okay, so hey, this is 3 to 5 stories up, so I'm putting in like a 5% upcharge. Right, it's giving me my total cost. All right, so I'm getting basic labor costs here, but I can also get into some of the standard information you're going to need into the field. So for example, the joint, right? When I go end to end, how are we connecting those? And oops, just stretch that out a little bit so you can see all the different types. So you can see, right, we got, round crimped, slip-on flange, standing drive slip. We're going to throw a standing S on this as we join from one section to another. Right, and I can also go in here and I can choose the different types of hangers that I'm going to use, right? How we're going to we're going to throw floor saddle, a loop hanger, right? Threaded rod, I'll just throw a loop hanger in here. And what's the standard hanger spacing? Right, so say I'm going to throw a hanger every 5 feet. It'll calculate how many hangers I'm going to need for this particular setup. And I can even track when this material has been delivered to the site, right? What date it was delivered to the site, when it's returned to the shop, right? All the basic components that I need. And I can use all of these fields for just about every single type of component that I have in here. So as I go in and I add in, additional reducers and different pipe sizes and so on, it gives me all of the labor-related costs that I need, and that can all then be extracted out to either Excel or to a PDF or a full-blown pricing structure. All right, and all of this information will work in conjunction with all of your standard Bluebeam tools, spaces and places and layouts for delineating where all of these items go. So it's a very efficient, cost-effective way of doing HVAC takeoffs, right? Focused on labor and material structures. Right? That's what you get with the HVAC installation profile for our new ZenEstimate HVAC version 2022.